So, Robert Kennedy Jr. saying he consider, well, the Jesse Ventura one made some sense because Jesse Ventura actually had some say as a governor of Minnesota. But he said Aaron Rodgers for VP. Am I right? Now, we know LeBron James is juicing something, but well, these two must be. And Robert Kennedy, ain't he kind of looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger a little bit? Because he's like he didn't overflowed on the testosterone, like he's swelling up like he's Popeye. And Aaron Rodgers, who thinks the Sandy Hook school was a hoax. I don't think much of Aaron Rodgers. And he be smoking them sherms. They never said anything about his sherms and all them drugs he be taking. I did my thing about the NFL and steroids. They need to check him. Mr. Rogers is not from a different neighborhood. He's just a little bit, ain't wired on the straights. No and no and no. No one would buy a Kennedy in the White House again, and they're not buying Aaron Rodgers. No way. But I would consider, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I would put more towards this because I don't think his football career is going to come back. I really don't. That freakish injury in game one against the Bills last year when he basically had a ghost butt sack, I don't really see him having much of a career anymore. And Robert Kennedy is hilarious. There are no W's for neither one of these two turkeys, but they're good for a comedy team. They could take that on the stage, and I think they could actually make some money for their humor. But as far as a political agenda, it's comical as everything we got now. Oh, these two are certifiable. Anyway, it was hilarious that he says, I said, well, I guess Ellen DeGeneres can't be your spokesperson, huh? I'm trying to think of more people he can get. Roseanne Barr could probably do your Secretary of State. Who be thinking of this stuff? White privilege with too much time on their hands, because ain't nobody going to touch a Kennedy again. And Aaron Rodgers sure ain't the dude. He fumbles too much on the field. Couldn't imagine him as a vice president. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond, thank you, wash your hands, keep your mind closed, watch out for nothing, share if you like. And before you question me why I say he fumbles too much on the field, because you're going to say, not really. I said, well, think about those NFC championship games. Remember he was scared to go dive against Tampa Bay? Lost that game, remember? Or that choke job against Seattle. How they lost that game. Yeah, I know how they lost to the Seahawks. He is not that dependable. He need to stick to something. I don't know what. I'm out.